Alright, we are coming down to the end here of the Ribbon PvP Tour. We are now into the third, fourth place match. Winner gets $20. Loser gets nothing. In the top left, we have WandS, who is glad that his internet connection will connect with his opponent. And in the bottom right, we have LRM Yan. Oh, yeah. And that is supposed to be orange. So. We saw... Now, in the Yan versus Dodie series, we typically saw Dodie be more tech-oriented. And we saw Yan be more zealot-oriented. He was always getting out a really big early game army. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But... Alright. But, on WandS game, in WandS games versus Lockdog, we saw him go for tech really fast. So I think we're going to have a really big difference of styles here. Where Yan's going to be really aggressive really early. And WandS is going to be really passive and do more Sarah Reaver kind of stuff. Alright. So once through the pylon down here, when he does this, he typically goes Forge, but he's saving up a lot of money. He's saving up a lot of money in the probe. You forgot about the probe. Almost allows it to transfer back. He scouts the 2-gate. You can't go 12 next. Don't do the 12 next versus the 2-gate. It's fine. Just go cannon first, which he is. So cannon's first for him. And now we did see him do a cannon rush off of this. This transitioned into a very nice cannon rush that did a lot of damage to Lockdog. Yan would not be expecting it. Unfortunately, this map is nowhere near as good as the other one is, as you can't really hide it very well. If you're going to put it somewhere, it has to be in this box. Way the hell up here, although... Okay. Maybe you could hide it over here. There aren't any buildings over here for Yan yet. He hasn't thrown down the geyser. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Apparently nothing came of that. A couple more zealots out. And WandS is actually going to give up with the scout. Now 3 zealots are at the ramp. He can't get back in. And I feel as if that's a little bit of a mistake from WandS. You can have scouting as long as you want. This is a huge main. There's plenty of space to run around in and try to avoid zealots. You don't need to keep the probe alive. You don't really need to be looking right now at whether or not he has the expo down. I think that your first scouting probe can live for so long. I think it's a mistake to not have it stay there for pretty much forever. Alright. So, we have Yan, he's getting his Cyber Core, and WandS already has an Expo out, and his Cyber Core is coming up. So we won't have Yan being too reliant on the Zealots here. He actually has relatively few. Looks like only 5, with the Cyber Core coming up. And presumably, he's going to go Stargate first. I don't think we've seen him go for a Templar or for a Reaver variation. I think, well, we've seen him do Speed Lots, but, well, maybe. We have the Citadel going down first. Alright, and for WandS, he's gonna go Stargate. So, Stargate versus Citadel right now. Yan, obviously, WandS is gonna be getting Scouts, unless he goes Corsairs, but almost certainly gonna be going Scouts. Yan, on the other hand, can do a lot of things off of the Citadel. and DT drop. He's going DT drop. That is one of the things we could do. This is like, this isn't a restriction. Like, Yan, you could totally do this in a normal PvP, and it totally could work if they went Forge, if they went early Forge and Fast Expo. That's totally a thing. There's Temple Archives. Alright. So we are DT dropping it up. Now, will WandS build a cannon in his main? Obviously, he already has cannons in his natural. Will he build one in the main? And we're talking a lot about Pokemon music in the chat. I have never played Pokemon music on my stream. In fact, nearly every game I have music from, nearly every game I have music from, I have not played. It might be coincidence, but I find that remixes of songs that I'm already familiar with don't sound good to me. Because it's like, when I hear it, I almost feel like the first reaction is, that's not how the song is supposed to go, you're messing it up. Even if musically, it's probably a better version. So, yeah, I think there's very few games that I have music for that I've actually played. I'm actually having trouble thinking of some now. Final Fantasy VI. But that's not even a remix, that's just the song from Final Fantasy VI. It's goddamn amazing. So that is how the song's supposed to go. Alright, so DT drop, right. We do have Scout, and we have a cannon. Just one cannon, though. The Scout's not gonna quite be strong enough to kill the shuttle before it can get the drops off. In the pylon sees he needs to go down. He needs to go now because the shuttle would really like to drop on top of the cannon if possible. It's not going to have the opportunity. Now, everything's going to go. Can he focus down that cannon? The DT got in. The DT got in, but it gets taken out. The Zealot's now going for it. There is one DT left. The DT needs to live, and the cannon needs to die. The DT... Oh, no! So close. So close. The cannon went down. And the DT still died because it didn't quite turn invisible yet. The Scout got the shot off. DT drop averted. And that was totally because of the Scouts. Alright. So, 4 Scouts coming in. I'm going to try to find some holes in Yan's defense. 4 Scouts can take out a lone cannon. If he finds just one cannon, I think that one might be a little bit too... these cannons, these are really nice positions. He can't hit one without the other, and this cannon is apparently perfectly covering the probes. So you'd have to go into the main. I definitely think it's worth looking around in the main. It's not as if you're going to get ambushed by Dragoons in here. Could be ambushed by an Archon, but you'll have time to react. I think it's definitely smart to try to scope out what's going on in there. See if there's anything you can hit. Also, like, there's no way he could have enough cannons in the main. Even if you can't do probe harass there, you could still attack... Excuse me, you could still attack buildings. That's what I wanted to say. Still attack buildings. Now, is this probe trapped? Oh. Well, it might have been trapped. We're going with a secondary DT drop now. Yan is not worried at all about the Scouts. And because WandS does not have his Scouts to help defend him, the secondary DT drop. Secondary TT drop is going to hurt. It's going to hurt WandS a lot. And the Scouts can't even do anything. There's no detection there. They can take out the shuttle. And that's it. Alright. So, This scout. Oh, wow. Scouts build slowly and DTs kill buildings fast. Alright. I don't even know if this scout will have a chance to get out. WandS has a lot of money and no way to spend it right now. He's trying to get a robo facility up so he can get an observer, I guess. Where are the scouts right now? The scouts are going in, taking out the cannons. There's enough of them that they can take the cannons, and WandS needs to get more aggressive right now in what he's going to do. He could definitely be getting closer. He doesn't need to be sitting on the edge so that only some of the scouts are getting in. He does manage to get one more scout out. Yay, another scout out before this Stargate inevitably dies. If they really wanted to just stop production, they could have killed the pylon instead of splitting their attention between these two things, but... Alright. So, WandS... Oh, there goes the probe. Alright, WandS has 5 scouts. With a 6th scout over here. And he's taking out Yan's natural. And WandS does have this expo up. You know? I mean, okay, so he's... oh boy. I don't even know what he's trying to do that involves lag right now. This was Yan last time, right? This was totally Yan, who got the freaking interceptor upgrade. Off of 2 base, but now it's off of 1 base. He's 1 base carrying, or 1 base faking carrying. What? Carrying? Can I just call it carrying? To go carrier, is this to carry? I don't know how this is gonna work. He's setting up a hidden expo over here, next to WandS hidden expo. The probe will scout it out, so at least WandS knows. Meanwhile, the DTs are done killing stuff in the main, so they're gonna come down to the natural. WandS was ahead in supply a little bit, but he probably won't be at the end of this. The DT, it found a sweet spot. It can't be hit by the cannons, although the DTs keep getting drawn in. 1 DT goes down, a 2nd DT goes down, and what did that unpower? That unpowered the robo. The robo's unpowered, he cannot make observers. The DT will be annoying for a little while longer. No, it won't. There's an observer already out. Never mind. And DT's gonna try to rack up as many kills as possible. It's gonna get a few. That cannon, 15, get one more. No, couldn't get one more. That's a lot of probe kills. That is a lot of probe kills. We're at 71 supply for WandS. Yan, only at 68 though. 68 to 71. That's 71 though. Of the 71, is the scout included? Yeah, that is in the control group. So scouts are 3 supply each. 3 times 7 is 21. So, you know, 1/3 of his supply is in scouts. More than 1/3 of his supply is in scouts. He has a fleet beacon again, so that he can get nice upgrades for the scouts. Alright. How many? So 7 scouts versus 7 scouts. That seems like the beginning of a tongue twister. 7 scouts? Like, 7 scouts sail swiftly through Sweden? Like, it seems like it could be the start of one. I don't know if there is one that starts with 7 scouts, but... Alright. Yan's moving out. WandS was having a little bit of fun with the assimilator. Now forced to pull back. Gonna have to deal with this. And Yan... I don't know if he knew about this base before, but he certainly knows about it now. And going to lose the cannon, going to lose some probes. I don't think he can take out the Nexus before... Well, those zealots aren't really going to help. Before WandS gets back, but WandS... sending all of his units... He needs to kill the zealot first. Alright. So, 13. We have 13 scouts. And for... Where are these guys? And for Yan, we only have 8. 8, and with +1, WandS has 1 and 1. So going in, wants to take out Yan's hidden base. Going to return the favor here. and he is coming in with a whole mess of scouts. The cannons have softened it up a little bit. Is it going to be enough? He didn't finish off the cannons, so the cannons will be engaged in the fight. It only had one more hit point to go, but he didn't kill it. Now the Zealot's coming in. That's going to help out a little bit. It's a pretty close trade in the air. A pretty close trade on the ground, too. 3 versus 3. The Zealots aren't attacking. No, they're going after the cannon. It said the scout does more damage to you. You need to kill it first. The Zealots are now going after the cannon, and yes, 1 scout will live, along with 2 more scouts that come in now. So the probes are transferred up to this base, but it still lives for a little while longer. Meanwhile, a DT is going to finish off this base that had just been hanging on, and we are going to be reduced to 2 bases for WandS, one of which is only mined out, versus no bases for Yan. Yan is mined out, and I thought that DT drop was going to kill you. I thought the DT drop was going to fail horribly, and then I thought it completely killed WandS, but now Yan has lost his top right base. He almost held on to it, but couldn't quite do it. The Nexus is still alive. He's sending everything. Everything he has, all the probes, all the DTs, all the scouts, the Corsairs, everything must come to defend this base with one last shot. The DT looks on, grimacingly, imagining stabbing his invisible lightsaber into the scout, but no, he cannot. Yan GG's, and WandS takes game number 1. Alright, next game, get this started quickly. Chain Reaction, have not seen this map yet. Chain Reaction, noticing not a popular pick in terms of loser chooses. Alright, so, on the right side, we have WandS as the blue Protoss. And on the left side, we have Yan as the purple. It's purple Protoss. And Yan's gonna cheese. Alright. We are getting that probe out early. That was, like, very first probe. And... oh, wait, it's Chain Reaction. For some reason, I read that as Electric Circuit. I get these 2 maps confused a lot. Chain Reaction. A very, very nice map to cheese on. And WandS is going to scout it. Oh, how unfortunate. So, what's Yang gonna do? What's Yang gonna do? Horror gates? Do we have horror gates now? It's looking like it. He's not building a pylon at home. He has to go horror gates. Alright. There is enough room to put gateways back here. Alright. So, unfortunately for WandS, his forge. Wow, we're going cannons against this? Interesting. WandS is gonna go cannons versus the horror gates. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen somebody go cannons in this situation. Alright. So cannon 1 started. Wherever that probe went for Yan, I would be attacking that cannon. I'd be attacking that cannon really fast, and Yan immediately cancels one of his gateways, but starts building out of the other one. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that he canceled one of the gateways. Maybe he feels it can't happen anymore, but he's still trying to make one zealot. Alright, well, with only one gateway, this is going to be a very strong defense. I think it would have been a good defense versus 2 gates, even. And second gateway comes in. So, one zealot comes out. Now, this one zealot is actually going to be able to take out the Forge. I don't think that, oh, WandS is now sending out the probe. Okay. Cannon rushing seems like a really strong option right now. And the gateway's unpowered. But is he going to lose the cannon? Or, excuse me, lose the Forge? What he uses to make cannons? I think he is. I don't think that probe can get to where it needs to go. I don't think... Oh, it's going to be close. No, it can't. Can it? Can it? Can WandS, like, send some units to... No, he's not going to send any of his probes to try to stop it. Yeah. I was also completely forgetting the fact that he needs to wait for the pylon to completely build before he can start making cannons. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Alright. So, WandS... Yeah. Alright. So, supply blocked at 20. He at least has a gateway. And he's going for tech. One base tech right now. Wouldn't be surprised if it was some DTs. Hopefully he can deny scouting. Because he would really prefer it if Yan did not know it. Yan, also going one base, one gate tech. Also quite possibly going to go for DTs. As Yan takes out this building. Possible way for DTs to sneak in? And what do we have? We have a robo facility. WandS is going robo first. Alright, Yan has his opportunity to make his... Excuse me, has an opportunity to make his tech structure, and what is he going to choose? See, that probe actually might be delaying it. The Nexus goes down, and Yan's just not going to have tech. So the robo's going to finish pretty much before Yan gets any of his tech even started. He does have an expo though. Now, obviously not going to need it for observers. Hopefully he's just going for fast reavers and can do some serious reaver harass to Yan here. Alright, robo support. Here we go. And on the other side, it's a Stargate. So, shuttle's on the way. The scout takes even longer than the reaver does to build. Ugh. Alright, the reaver is going to get damage done. It's going to do something. Will it do enough? Alright, even getting a speed shuttle upgrade. Wow, one base speed shuttle upgrade. Don't see that too often. The Reaver's coming. Assumingly, yeah, he's going scout first. How many cannons is he going to be making? He has one and probably a second in the middle line. It's not going to be a huge deal for the Reaver. And neither player is getting a whole lot of zealots here. There's a few out for Yan, even less than WandS. Alright, here we go. Loading up one Zealot and one Reaver and moving out. WandS has got to do something with this. Because if this Reaver does absolutely nothing, and Yan can already start to get scouts out, it's going to be bad. Not to mention that Yan already has his Nexus up. Already has his natural Nexus up. Alright, dropping the Reaver, dropping the Zealot. It's trying to get in there, but it's not going to be able to get the cannon off. And this Reaver is not finding a whole lot of success. 0 kills so far. There we go. That was 3, I do believe. This is a sight we have seen quite often today, actually. The Solitary Scout shooting at the Solitary Reaver. And the Reaver thinking it could chase probes, but no. It's going to run down the ramp! It's running away from the Scout! It's gotta get closer to get the probes! Can it get a shot off of the probes? Yes, it can! Oh, man! One great shot! One great shot. I'm clearly exciting the dog with my super hype casting. Duh, it was something. I don't know if it's enough, though. It paid... Okay, yeah, it wasn't enough. Darn. Yan takes game 2. Wow. The BGH tour. That is going to be long. I get to cast that next week. Fun. Alright. Alright. Game 3. Yan versus WandS, tied up 1-1. So from here on out, it's a best of 3. Best of 5. It's actually best of 5, but essentially best of 3 at this point. The winner getting $20. In the top left is WandS. He is red. In the bottom left is Yan. He is teal. Alright. Alright, so Horror Gates didn't work out for Yan, but then they did work out for Yan. I don't know if we've had a time where Fast Reavers worked. I mean, there's been times where Fast Reaver did damage, but I don't think Fast Reaver player has won a game yet. It seems like the faster Scout just does better for whatever reason. Or if you're going to go Fast Reaver, you're going to have to go really Fast Reaver. Alright, both players building the pile into the natural. Now we've seen Juan put the forge here quite often. We have not seen that from Yan. Yan puts gateways there. So, probe coming down, and it's a gateway. Alright, gateway out for, and... What? I missed it. Alright. So, WandS 12 nexing? Alright, going for the 12 nex. He's keeping a tab on what Yan has built so far. And yeah, it's just one gateway. So versus one gateway, WandS feeling confident to go 12 next here. And now getting a forge. So he is going to follow it up with cannons. Interesting. Okay. So, I guess it's actually kind of weird for Yan to be building his gateway out in the natural, and then only building one. Normally when you do this is to get your gateways a little bit closer to your opponent. You're going to make 2 gates and go really heavy. I guess also he could be trying to hide it from the scouting probe? Maybe? Fake as if there's a proxy? But WandS did not fall for it. He went 12 next, so clearly he was not thinking that there was a proxy. Gateway on the way, and 2 cannons coming in. This is not tight. And that's also not tight, and since there are no cannons down, the Zealot can just attack the probes. That's fine. Unfortunately, WandS is not going to be able to block the ramp and wait until the cannons come in. So Yan's going to be able to do a little bit of harass here. And it's going to be a while until WandS can get his first Zealot out. So Yan really should take advantage of this and do a lot of damage. There we go. First zealot started. And is that... Oh, yes. Great time to be throwing down a manor pylon. I like that decision a lot from Yan here. Zealot only has 2 kills, but he is completely drawn mining away from the main base. Making the manor pylon kind of obsolete. Should probably cancel it. No, not gonna cancel it. Is he gonna... He could build stuff. He's building stuff. There's only 1 gateway here. Why not? Why not go 2 gate in your opponent's main that they have evacuated? Huh. I'm intrigued by this. Unfortunately, 2 probes came up, so he loses the zealot battle. And I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get gateways out. Throwing down another pylon now. That pylon should be able to power both and the probe dies. It's risky now. Do you just cut your losses and cancel everything, or do you let it finish and try? It looks like he's letting it finish and try. He's going to be 2 zealots down and have to deal with a lot of probes, but WandS only has 1 gateway. And he doesn't have any pylons up here, so it's not as if he can build cannons. The zealots are coming out. Obviously that pylon's not going to live. Can this one live long enough? The zealots and the probes are coming around. They want to kill off the pylon. They really do. They're going to get it. Oh, man. And now there are 2 more zealots coming in, and those ones get stopped by the ramp. And Yan took a gutsy play, and it will not pay off. It will not pay off. That is 150, 300, 400, 500 minerals that he gets absolutely nothing for. He had a forge. I wonder how long that had been up. Because if he had built a cannon... If he had built a cannon here, maybe. The cannon takes about as long as the gateway does. It might have been up in time to help out. But nah, he didn't have enough to really defend the cannon. The WandS probably could have killed it. And WandS is going to resume mining from here. He's now getting up a second assimilator. 2... Why are you getting... Okay, he at least does have the cybercore started, but I don't know why he's getting double gas now. Oh well. So, Yan Cybercore finishing around the same time. He also has a second gas, also has a second nexus. It is 41 supply compared to 32 for WandS. WandS, actually, I thought he'd be a little bit behind in supply, but not quite this far. Alright, and WandS is gonna go triple gateway. Ooh! Early shield upgrade. Haven't seen one of those. We've seen a couple shield upgrades, but not one anywhere close to this early. That means... Yeah, this has to be for scouts. He's gotta be going scouts right now. There we go. Yan going to go heavy scout with WandS going for speed lots. +1 speed lots versus +1 scouts. And man, more gateways. He's up to 6 gateways. 6 gateways off of 2 bases. And there is speed. And +1... That didn't finish, right? No. +1's cancelled? Alright. I guess decided that +1 was going to take too long. And he just is going to go when speed finishes. Interesting. Alright. So, shield upgrade's on the way. Assuming that he does attack right as speed finishes, it might be coming in before the shield upgrade finishes. It might. It'll be close. And that'd be a nice little advantage for Yan, but having 1 shield for the zealots, not a huge issue. Alright. We do have a cannon coming in for WandS in his main. Probably going to get 1 in his natural, as scouts should be coming out pretty soon. Oh, but here comes WandS. Here comes WandS with a lot of speed lots, and speed, well, not quite speed lots yet. He's actually going in a little bit before speed finishes, and he's coming in so piecemeal. I don't know why he didn't wait a little bit longer for the rest of his forces to come in, but he is engaging. Speed is done now, and we will have to pay attention for when Yan's shields come on, but it doesn't look like he's going to need it. This was, an unorganized attack from WandS, but he has a lot more zealots coming. There's a lot more zealots coming. It is 1 gateway versus 6. There is no comparison in the amount of zealots being produced from both players. WandS is going to absolutely overwhelm Yan. Yan needs the scouts. Why are you hiding your scouts? Scouts? Scouts, there we go. Alright, the scouts are out. In perfect uniform formation. Alright, this is bad. This is bad, and this was the fear of scouts. If you go scouts, what if the zealots ignore you? What if the zealots ignore you? How do you... Oh, there's one pylon. Take out the pylon. No, pylon first. Pylon first. It's powering all 3 of the stargates. Take out the pylon. Okay, fine. The Nexus is pretty good too, I guess. But seriously. Seriously, them being unpowered would be pretty cool. Meanwhile, zealots taking out a bunch of stuff in the natural. Oh, this is such a brutal attack. Take out the pylon. Alright, fine. He's gonna go for the other Nexus, so that Yan has no Nexus except for this hidden Nexus that he doesn't know about. Seriously though, seriously, kill off this dang pylon. Too late. Too late. The next round of scouts is out. You could have saved yourself from having to deal with 5 scouts. It's like double the attacking power here. You can't fight back. You just have to eat the shots. Now there's 5 of them. 5 is kind of a significant number. Alright. So zealots followed the transferring probes out. So now WandS knows about this base. He knows that Yan isn't quite dead yet. And he's still not going after the pylon. He's going after the Stargate instead. Alright, you're just trying to infuriate me, aren't you? We do have WandS with zealots scouting out the other locations. He can make so many zealots that he might just be able to continue to ignore the scouts, but he's also getting Archons now. Alright, so Archon Zealot versus scouts. Looks like the scouts are moving out now. He didn't actually unpower anything. He only took out Nexuses. So obviously Yan's economy is in shambles. He does have one very solid base, but it's just 1 compared to WandS's 2. And here come the scouts with their 1-1. He has a shield upgrade. One of those scouts is powerful as possible, as fast as possible. And now WandS is going to suffer a lot of probe kills here. Ugh. The Archons are trying to get back there, but having trouble getting past the gas drones, and they will get absolutely nothing off. There are a lot of speed lots, but deciding not to engage this base. 5 cannons at some nice positions. Some very nice positions. WandS going to decide against it. He might be able to. He might just be able to. It'll be close. And now 3 Archons coming out. Yeah, it looks like WandS is going to go for it. He's going to go for it. You should wait. Wait. Okay, now we can go. Now we have all the zealots here. Could even wait a little bit longer. Could even wait a little bit longer for some more Archons. The Archons will be kind of helpful. Kind of helpful in doing this. And we're remaking cannons. The cannons aren't actually going to ward off the scouts. The scouts are now too powerful for just 1 cannon. And scouts have speed. In all that, he managed to get the speed upgrade. Here comes zealots coming in from the bottom. We have Archons coming in from the top. This base, it's going to try to live. The Archons are on the wrong side, though, to deal with the scouts. They need to figure out a way to get there, but, oh, man, Yan, with some sexy positioning for the scouts, the Archons just simply can't get in. So the zealots are going to die. This base will not fall, but the Archons do manage to pick off some... Okay, so there are 2 probes and a cannon attacking this gateway. Alright, you figured it out. Does manage to pick off some probes, and really... WandS should be focused. If WandS takes out this base, the game's over. So I understand why he's going for it, but this base is going to be a lot more vulnerable. And it looks like he's now going for it. So many Archons. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Archons this early in the game. they're just going to eat through everything. Alright. So, cannons go down immediately. The scouts can come back, but what are you going to do versus 6 Archons? What are you going to do versus 6 Archons? Once again, this gateway is going to be allowed to live, kind of humorously. You can still make continue to make zealots out of it. But really, what matters here is taking out the tech. Taking out the fleet beacons, taking out 3 Stargates. That's 300, 300, 300 resources right there. More than 2 Nexuses worth of resources. Scouts coming back, they can do a little bit more harass of their own. I mean, these scouts are powerful. It's not as if the Archons can catch them, and they can pick off cannons pretty easily. So we are going to have an interesting situation now with Yan having a more stable economy. In a weird way, Yan has a more stable economy because WandS is about to get harassed to death. He kills off some of it, but not all of it, instead deciding that he needs to turn around now, use the full might of his mighty Archon force to try to take out this base. And there's DTs coming! Oh no, he got up to Templar Tech! There are 3 DTs coming! He can't take out that base! He can't take out that base and the scouts have done too much damage! Can Yan's actually gonna come back in this? Really? Really? Yan's gonna come back in this? There's some DTs though for WandS too, but so many cannons. Can he actually take all of them out? The Archons can't get to the cannons. Ooh, can they actually sneak around the side? Maybe that would work. The DTs are out. There are 3 cannons left. If you take out all the cannons, he can win with his own DTs. There are 3 cannons left. 1 cannon left. Oh, he got to defend the cannon. He has to defend the cannon, but no, I don't think he can. I don't think he can. The cannon goes down, and now, as long as there's a DT left, yes, there is 1 DT left, and that DT, so close. So close, but that 1 DT will win WandS the game. Because there is no observer, and he can't get a cannon down. Yan's gonna transfer his probes once again. Going back to his main, I guess. I guess if he goes back to his main, he can build a cannon before another DT arrives. Then, and then use his own DTs to defend against the Archon. But no, I think that this 1 DT is going to win the game. Where are the scouts now? Scouts are still doing some great harass. Cannon gonna be taken out immediately once again. Oh, probe not allowed to survive. So, how many probes WandS have? 1. 2. WandS has 2 probes. Oh, he's doing Archon tricks. He's doing Archon tricks. He's attacking his own Archon, trying to splash the Templar, but Archons are too big to do that on. Archons are too big to do that on. It's not working at all. WandS. He could do it on his own DT. That would work. Maybe this game's not quite over. Maybe this game's not quite over. Because he has 3 probes, but he's going to be mining with 3 probes. WandS has, like, 3 probes mining gas. Now he doesn't have any probes mining gas. Wow! WandS could not make it up with his own Archons up the ramp past the DTs. I can't believe Yan won that. I can't believe Yan won that. He had some Archons at home. I'm surprised he couldn't defend his probe line with the Archons. But apparently the Archons weren't enough. He got distracted by them. I mean, the way that game was going, don't even bother chasing the Corsairs. Just use them, the scouts. Just use the Archons as cannons. Have them stationary by the probe line. Oh man, game 4. Game 4, Yan 1 game away from taking it. Alright. In the bottom right, as the orange Protoss, is WandS. He's just happy there was no lag. WandS is like the most ridiculously good mana person. Alright, apparently the lag is back. Alright, so Yan is purple, WandS is orange. Oh, so close. So close. And WandS, that was too early to scout for a proxy. I think he just misclicked, sent his probe to the wrong location. Alright. Alright, so both players once again putting the pylon in their naturals. Yan once again going for gateway. And we might see a repeat to the start of our last game. WandS won't have the scout off, so I think he has to go Forge here. I think he has to go Forge first. Alright. So there's the Forge. And this time Yan's going to go 2 gate. 10-12 gate, to be exact. Alright, and we're actually going to have a chance to test this wall. See quite how sturdy it is. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine even to a 10-12 gate, but we'll see. Alright, Yan, ooh, this is actually really nice for Yan. He gets the scouting probe in before the cannons go up. After the cannons go up, he's obviously not going to be able to run by with a probe. But now, he adds a permanent probe in there. Pretty much. As long as he doesn't make a silly mistake and lose it to a zealot, he should have that probe in there forever. Alright. Probe goes down. It's a pretty big mistake from WandS. So let the scouting probe go down. And wow. Really? Really? Interesting. We're once again going to have an in-base gateway from Yan. With 2 mana pylons. He should throw down a 3rd pylon. I don't know why he needs a 3rd pylon, but... So, I guess this gateway doesn't matter anymore. Because he can't get past the 2 cannons. But... Yan doesn't have any gateways. Or, excuse me, doesn't have any zealots. So, 1 gateway gets cancelled. And... crying about lag. Yes, because lag really, really affects your proxying ability. Alright. So, Yan's not going to commit. He cancels everything. On the other hand, WandS is committing. He is going to return the favor and proxy Yan, where Yan only has 1 gateway. Only 1 gateway. The second roommate. The accursed second roommate. Ooh, and Yan's going Forge. Oh man, this could work. This could work. He can cannon rush. Oh, it's not even going to be gates. It's just going to be cannon rush. WandS. WandS. Is that in range? We need to turn off WandS vision right now. Oh yes, that is so in range. I hope he meant it. I hope he's okay with that. Because this is really freaking obvious now. I thought it might be a little... I didn't quite think it'd be that far pronounced. There's one Zealot finally making the reaction to come back there. He is very late on that. And the probes are being pulled, but yeah, there's 3 cannons. There are 3 cannons. And Yan only has 1 gateway to deal with this. Okay, that cannon was in a bad position, but these other cannons are going to be defended. The Zealot has to kill itself trying to take out this cannon, and it's not even going to be able to get it down. This is a brutal cannon rush. Yan probably regretting that he canceled all the stuff in WandS base. He kind of had to go for the attempt now, because at this point, he's in a lot of trouble. We do have cannons to counter the cannons. Cannons versus cannons. Oh, he's going to target the right one. Alright. Can this cannon actually help out? Yes, it can. Okay, so WandS will win. WandS got the second cannon up. If this second cannon couldn't shoot it, then it would have been kind of a draw. Yan has the right side, WandS has the left side. But instead, WandS does not lose a single cannon. Yan evacuates everything he has. Oh, and there is more cannons. There are more cannons. He's pushing 1 probe through. He's pushing 1 probe through to take it out. Apparently this is tight. I didn't even know you could do this on this map. WandS, you cheesy little fuck. It's gonna work. There's nothing Yan can do. He can't kill it fast enough. Oh, can he get it out? Yes, he can! That's it! Oh, but the Zealot pushed through! The Zealot pushed through anyway! But there's another pylon here. The Zealot still can't get to the 2 cannons! It can't. Yes, it can. No, it can't because of the probes! The probes are blocking out its own Zealot! And while some of the probes have managed to get back here, it gets 1 cannon? Can he get the other cannon? Can he get the... Can he get it? Can he get it? He can get it! Barely can get it, and the probe goes down. But Yan has suffered a lot. Yan has suffered a lot. He is only at 12 supply, all of which is probes. So Yan has 12 probes, WandS has 30 supply, which a lot of his probes. And he's going to transfer over to this base once it finishes. He has some serious oversaturation. Yeah. Slowly he'll kill off all these pylons, but really, oh, we're gonna go Stargate. Alright! When you only have 14 supply, get scouts. The 14 supply scout. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Unfortunately, WandS already has cannons up that were there from before, but not all the way in his main. Not that it really matters, because the probes can just transfer. He doesn't need both bases. There... He can't see that, right? Right now he can't... Oh, he totally can see it. He can see the other one. Well, Yan ain't hiding shit. So, like, yo, I'm going Stargate. If you clicked on that. And another probe sneaks in. Is that to finish the cannon rush? Is he gonna finish the cannon rush now? It's like, yeah, we haven't seen enough cannons yet this game. Oh, we're just gonna start from the other side. We're not even going to continue up from this side, which would make a lot of sense to put a pylon here and then cannons in the mineral line. No, no, no. We're gonna start from up in this direction. Is it gonna be cannons? Is it gonna be a gateway? Friggin' proxy robo? I don't know. He only has 1 gateway. It's not as if he can build enough zealots to kill it. Okay, more cannons. More cannons. Why didn't you just do it down here? I don't know why you didn't do it down there. Do you forget that you had cannons? Alright, anyway, first scout's coming out. There is a zealot being kind of annoying in the back here. It did manage to get the run by, took a lot of damage. And now, it can't attack any of the probes because it can't get through, but it can attack an assimilator. No gas from that base in a while. Alright, so Yan's clicking on this. He sees the cannon rush coming from the other direction. Yan goes, "What the fuck, you lagging asshole? Why are you cannon rushing me from 2 directions?" From 3 directions if you count this one, but this one's dead. So, we are sandwiching the space in between cannons. Seriously, if he'd just gone for this direction, it would have been so much faster. Alright, so the few probes that are actually here are going to have to transfer back. Plus one should be able to finish on the scout. Where did the scout go? Where did... Oh, he didn't even move out with the scouts yet. I kind of assumed he did. He's going 3-star get off of 1 base. That's a reasonable thing to do. It's 44 to 55. But it's only 44 to 55 because WandS doesn't have to pay supply for his cannons. His 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 offensive cannons. Not to mention the defensive ones, and not to mention the ones he's about to build. Alright, and the probes leave. He's still not in range to attack the Nexus, which is the hilarious part. He still needs more cannons. No! Oh, he is. Okay, and he built a gateway. For fun, I guess. Whatever, it will work. WandS has some Corsairs out, and... Okay. Now's your time, Yan. Yan, you don't even have enough supply to keep making... You can make one more. Okay, you made a Corsair. Alright, so this is it. I guess he's gonna wait for these 3 guys to finish, and then go. Because he can't wait any longer. He needs really good things to happen for him really quickly. Alright. I don't even know whose cannon this is. Is this Yan's cannon or is this WandS cannon? I'm pretty sure if it was WandS cannon, Yan would be attacking it. So, I'm guessing Yan is cannon rushing WandS, who had a pylon here. Because he needs some kind of small cannon rush related victory at this point. And the Nexus goes down. Yan is not supply blocked yet. Oh, he moved out though. Why are you going up here with the... No. No, you need to attack with them. You need to do so much damage right now, Yan. You don't have time to go and scout with your scouts. It's not what scouts are for. Shoot, there it is. Couldn't find the lone cannon attacking the building, but it was this one. Alright, so Yan's gonna actually go a mix of Corsairs and Scouts, which he kinda needs. Because if he just goes Scouts, he's gonna lose to WandS Corsairs. If he just goes Corsairs, he can't actually attack ground. Here we go. Here's Yan's attack. This needs to do lots. And lots and lots. He's at half supply. Half of one supply, and here we go. Oh, everything's being hit by everything else. It's the Scouts coming in from the back. The Scouts coming in from the back. It's a okay start, but he's out of Corsairs now. He's out of Corsairs, and WandS Corsairs are going to start doing a lot of damage. Again, trying to hold on, but no. No, there's too much stuff. No GG. No GG. Tied up 2-2. That wasn't even the last game. It was not the last game. WandS had to go into one more game after that. Those kind of shenanigans. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alright, recap of the last game that Yan had on Destination. He and Dodie both proxied each other, but then backed off of it. Now Yan is the loser picking Destination. WandS is cheesing. Okay. Send that 5th probe out. Yan? Yan, you also have to cheese. You are cheesing, right? Right? You're not. Okay. Okay. Let me get this straight. You just played a game versus a dude who has cannon rushed you in ways you have most likely never been cannon rushed before. Then you pick destination as the map, and then you don't cheese. Really? So WandS isn't gonna hide shit. WandS just gonna throw down a mana pylon. Alright. So, there goes the gateway. He's going to get a little bit of an advantage in terms of gateway timing. WandS, what are you throwing down? You're throwing down a gateway. Throwing down another gateway. Eventually, once he finds room for it. Yan should probably also throw down a gateway once he has money. But he's continuing to make probes, which I don't know if WandS is. Yeah, WandS is continuing to make probes. Alright, there's a second gateway. Where is WandS' second gateway? He has enough money for it. He had enough money for it at one point. He's now making a pylon back at home. Okay, he's giving up. He's giving up. No, you threw down a second pylon. It wasn't here. You have abandoned it. Is he actually going to cancel this? I imagine he will. No, he's building another pylon here. But also a pylon at home. Wow. That was one hell of a mana pylon catching 4 probes. Huh, why did you build a pylon back at home? So you could build a gate... Alright. So, WandS isn't all in. But he's pretty much all in. And making another pylon because he needs extra reinforcement. That... I mean, this many pylons is going to divert a lot of mining time. A lot of mining time, and man, that Zealot's doing a good job of dodging the purple Zealot. 3 probe kills so far. Alright. Alright. So, still making stuff out of this gateway, and these Zealots are still racking up probe kills. One of those finally died, but the second one is still doing a good job, and this pylon's not dead. It got very low health, but wasn't finished off. Now we're pulling probes. Now we're pulling all the probes to deal with this pylon, so that it can no longer make Zealots, and that's unpowered. He's gonna have to cancel that. But back at home, he's got 2 gateways of his own. And you know what? Shit. Shit, okay. Something was wrong when Yan didn't cheese. It's because Yan was cheesing. That's what's up. God damn it. I was looking at this to determine names, but there's a little bit of a delay between clicking on them sometimes. Alright, everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense now. Alright. So, Yan should probably cancel, unless it's a probe. He's not coming back in, is he? No, he couldn't. He couldn't be. Couldn't be. Don't do it. Alright, you should probably cancel that, because that's still 100 minerals tied up. You can get those back when you just click on the little icon. Hit the escape key. One of the two. Meanwhile, Yan has 2 more gateways. And now a forge. So, we have WandS. WandS has 16 supply. And we have Yan. Yan has 31 supply. This did a lot of damage. This did a whole lot of damage. WandS has a forge now, and he can try to hold the ramp. On the bottom of the ramp, Yan is cannon rushing, because this would not be complete without a cannon rush. Pulling all the probes back. The cannon is just in the nick of time, but now there's a cannon on the low ground. Cannon on the high ground, cannon on the low ground. 2 cannons on the low ground, in fact. WandS needs more. We need a Cold War right now. Cold War of cannons. Where WandS is just trying to get his probe count up. Trying to get it up. He actually is not that. Excuse me. He isn't that far behind in probes. It's in zealots. Just look at the zealot count. It's 7 plus 2 more on the way. That's 9 compared to 3. That's a huge difference. He needs the cannons. The cannon is not going to be in time. The zealots are going to be too good, and he just needed to wait long enough for those cannons to finish in. Now there's 1 cannon left, pulling probes. Wants to keep this alive as long as possible. It needs to do as much damage as it can. The zealots, are they all going to die? Not quite. Not quite. It gets canceled, but there's only 3 left. That's almost manageable. It's almost manageable for WandS. Oh, but 2 more. The 2 more. It's now up to 5. Killing off that pylon won't do anything. He built that one there, not even for extra power. He just needed another place. He needed more. He needed to make the grid larger so he could fit another one here. The forge is going to be taken out. He's got some cannons back at his base, or well, this is his base, but it's back at his mineral line. Maybe. Maybe. Not looking good though. 18 supply compared to 38. Yeah. Yan's expanding. Yeah. Yan's gonna do proxy cannons in the back. Yeah. Yan won this. Damn. Yeah. Not looking so good. I don't even know why he's bothering to put 1 cannon in the back. He should just, like, why are you bothering to hide it? Why are you bothering to hide it? It does not matter at all. Okay, Kratz, GG. Crazy series indeed. Okay. Oh man, Yan is not a happy person right now, but he should be. He won 3-2. And wins $20. Congratulations to him.